Okay. Yay. Oh, there's always that awkward silence. Okay. So let's see. How are you? I hope you're doing great. So we're giving this a go. Facebook Live class. I'm recording it so we can post it on YouTube after. Anyway, I didn't do my hair today or anything. It's a Saturday. We're in a ponytail. Here we are, but I'm small on your screen, so you can't see me, I hope. Anyway, I would love to hear any comments. I will get to them at the end because I can't see it. I don't know if I can see it on Facebook while we do this at the same time. Let's see. Yes, I can. Let's see. As long as I don't get the echo on there. Yes, playing back. Okay. I'm going to pull it up so that if you guys have questions, I should be able to do this. Let's see. Learning curves are so fun. Okay. Nope, I can't do it. Okay. So if you have a comment or a question, you can leave it on there and then I can get to it to like as soon as I'm done with this presentation, which will be super short, by the way. But if not, then you could, let's see, hit me a Facebook message and then you could ding me that way. And then I would see it during the class if you want to do that. Anyway, all right, so here we go. Frankincense, all things frankincense. Of course, we're talking about frankincense right now because frankincense is free with any 200 PV purchase. It doesn't have to be LRP, it's any order. And I love it. They call frankincense the king of oils, and it's for a reason, right? Because it's amazing at so many different things. It helps with so many different things. So we're going to talk about some of those uses for frankincense and why is it so amazing? Why does everybody love this oil and how can you use it? I love to teach about this oil because when I first got my oils, right, I got the family physician kit and I had all the 5 mLs of all the bottles and I had a little thing of frankincense and I never used it. I didn't use it for anything because I was like, oh my gosh, this one is so expensive. It's so sacred. Like, but I don't know what to use it for. So I'm just not going to use it. So that little bottle of frankincense sat like untouched for like 2 years because I didn't want to like screw it up. Anyway, so I didn't use it. So anybody else do that? And then once I learned all the things I could use it for, oh my gosh, I was so excited and just now use it for all kinds of things. Anyway, so here is a quick little top 10 ways to use frankincense. So you can use it for headaches. A lot of people combine it with lavender for headaches. You can put it on your across your forehead, back of your neck, on your thumb, and stick it on the roof of your mouth. Skin issues, amazing for scars, but it's really good for anything skin related. Muscle fatigue, it's very good for that. It's good for sleep. People like to combine it with lavender or serenity, any of your other favorite sleepy oils. It's very good. It says for prayer and meditation. So it's a very, very grounding and it's a very spiritual oil. We'll get to that in a little bit as far as the emotional benefits of it go. It's very good for immune support and you take it when taken internally. Let's see, next we have, oh yeah, more skin stuff, right? Adding it to your moisturizer for glowing skin. Well, it's good for everything for the skin. Cellular support. So super anti the big C word. It is amazing for healthy cells. And then they have a list of some oils that it blends really well with, but it blends with olive oils, which we'll get to that in a minute too. All right, so this is kind of fun because it talks about, or it shows you kind of a little snapshot here of all the different products that contain frankincense, which is amazing because this shows you the versatility of this oil and how amazing it is for different parts of the body. So you can see it's in yarrow palm, right? So there's the skin piece, and then it's also in the immortelle And then look at all the skin products that it's in there down the bottom with the personal care, tons of products. Then obviously you're looking, look, it's in DDR prime. So, it's good for cellular health. It's good for aches and pains. It's in the deep blue. And then it's in the vitamins, right? So, it's good for cellular health and immunity there. And then looking at the oil blends that it's good with, right? Past tense, because it's good for headaches. Hope, because it's good for that emotional support. In tune for focus. Like, are you seeing the connections here? It's kind of cool, right? Anyway, so I love that. I love to see that. It's a great reminder of all the things that it's good, all the body systems in particular that it's supportive of. All right, so frankincense is the only essential oil that blends with all of the other essential oils. It's just fine, right? And so the cool thing about it is that it acts as an enhancer, meaning that it enhances the effects of any of the oils that you're using. So say you're using Breathe for respiratory support, and it's just not, it needs a little oomph to it, right? It's great, but you could use a little bit more help with the respiratory support. Add some frankincense to it, and it's going to give you that extra oomph that you needed for the clearer breathing. So frankincense is like the magic, what do you want to call it? Powerhouse to make the other oils more powerful. Secret ingredient. There we go. I like that one. Alrighty. So next we have the Blue Bomb. So this is Blue Bomb is well, now we're calling it the Extra Immune. This is a roller. You can also make this to take it internally, which we'll get to that in a minute. But this is a great one to use during the winter months when there's so much stuff going around, which there is right now where I live. Oh my gosh, it's awful. So you're taking your On Guard, but you're going to add some other oils to it to give it some extra immune boosting powers. So frankincense, lemon, oregano, and tea tree added to that oregano. And here they're doing 5 drops equal drops of all of those added into a 10 ml roller. So that's, what is that? 5, 10, 15, 15, 20. Yeah. Okay. So 25 drops. Yeah, that's good. And if you had littler kids, do a few less drops, maybe do 2 or 3 drops each. Anyway, so there you go. It's a good recipe. And then here are some more roller blends for frankincense. Oh, look, they have the Clear Airways one in here that I was just thinking of. So Breathe, frankincense, and lime. It's a great one. Daily Immunity with On Guard, frankincense, and pink pepper. The Sleep one, frankincense and serenity and eucalyptus. Yum. Meditate. Of course, it's got some sandalwood in there. Thyroid support. So there you go. So you can see there's lots of different blends that you can make with your frankincense. And then here we have some veggie caps. So if you haven't seen those veggie caps before, they're awesome. You can just pull them apart and you can put in however many drops of oil that you're wanting to take. So when you're putting in when you're taking oils internally, to know that a good recommended amount to stick with is no more than 24 drops of oil in 24 hours. So that's a good rule of thumb. But and a lot of this goes with the rollers too, right? So we have a Vitality veggie cap with frankincense, copaiba, and turmeric, an immunity balm with On Guard, frankincense, and oregano. Oh my gosh, and I add more to that too. I do the lemon, and then I'll do black pepper and Melissa, but you can do it. It depends how sick you are, right? Anyway, aches away. We've also called this one the morphine balm. I've shared that recipe before as well. So marjoram, oregano, and frankincense. We also will add lemongrass to it if we're needing some extra oomph. That one is amazing. Brandon loves that recipe. Cellular support, thyme, frankincense, and clove. Hormone health, which is Melissa, clary sage, and frankincense. And then a gentle cleanse, which is frankincense, grapefruit, and peppermint. So that's nice. Okay, here's another good one, of course, because frankincense, like we talked about, is good for the skin. And so here we have it in an owie spray recipe. And this is just a 1 ounce bottle. So you could reuse, say, in a hand sanitizer bottle, peel off the label and reuse it, repurpose it for this. And so it's equal drops of frankincense, tea tree, lavender, and helichrysum. So lavender is so soothing to the skin. Tea tree is a really great antiseptic, has antiseptic properties, as you know. Helichrysum is another great one for the skin. It also really helps with stopping any bleeding, if there's any issue that way going on. And then, of course, the frankincense is also soothing. It's going to help with any scarring. So it's just, this is such a beautiful combination of those 4 different oils to help with any skin issues going on there. Okay, and here we have some frankincense diffuser blends. I've got there's 3 here, and we've got some more on the next screen too. Forest Mist, which sounds amazing. I need to try that one out because I love Air-X. It's so different. Anyway, By the Fire, which is some frankincense, tangerine, cinnamon, and then A Walk in the Woods, which sounds like it would smell like the woods, right? Sounds like a good one. Anyway, some more frankincense diffuser blends. You can see some different things that it might help with. So Focused, right? It's a very good, bringing you back to center one. Don't Worry, A Bright Morning, Peaceful Sleep. Now that one I like better. It's got with vetiver and lavender. That one I really do like. Grounded. We have By the Fire again, repeat here. Hope, Clean and Bright, and Meditate, which is very similar to that meditative one we saw earlier. Anyway, just gives you some good ideas, right, of different things that it might go well with and different body systems that it helps support. Okay, so here's the emotional piece that we kind of touched on earlier. So emotionally, if you have the Essential Emotions book, I love that book. It's so cool. Anyway, if you don't, they have an app and you can look it up online too. But each oil, while it has physical properties, also has emotional properties of things that they help with. And frankincense is the oil of truth on an emotional level. And oh my gosh, read through this and it is amazing the things that it helps with. So negative emotions that it might help with, we'll kind of put this in a nutshell here, is if you're feeling abandoned, spiritually disconnected, distant from your father, unprotected, spiritual darkness, or misaligned. And it will help you feel enlightened, loved, protected, wisdom, discerning, spiritually open, and connected to others. And so when you're using frankincense for emotional reasons or emotional uses, you can smell it, just use it aromatically out of the bottle in the diffuser, or you can put it on the crown of your head or your forehead or behind your ears. You can put it in a bottle and spray it around your room, or you can take it internally, either under your tongue and whatever, in capsule, however you want to. But this is cool because this is where it kind of gets into the meditative stuff and helping with that. Okay, so and like we just talked about, so frankincense this month is free with any 200 PV order. It doesn't have to be anything, like it doesn't have to be an LRP order. It can just be a standard order, one-time order, and you'll get your frankincense free. If you do order it on LRP, then you'll also get the free product of the month, which is the balsam fir this month with the little tree ornament, which is fun. I just ordered mine a few days ago. But I would love to hear your frankincense story. So if you have a little frankincense experience, would you mind putting it in the comments? Because I love hearing things or hearing different ways that people use oils, because that's how we all learn. That's how I learned. So my favorite use for frankincense, I learned from somebody else, another team member who taught it to me, of what she had come across and what she was doing. And so for me, my favorite way to use it is under the tongue. And no, it doesn't taste good. It tastes awful. You never really go, oh yeah, that tastes good. You don't even get used to it. It's gross, but it helps so amazingly so that I don't care how it tastes. So for me, I have some pretty strong anxiety that can be quite debilitating and awful at times. We all have our thing. And that one seems to follow me around. Anyway, so when I'm experiencing some intense panic, anxiety moments, or if I think that I might be experiencing some, if I'm in a high stress situation, or I'm having to do something that I know that might typically cause anxiety, I'm going to take the frankincense and I'm going to put a drop or two, usually two because it falls out under my tongue. And then I'm going to take a little swipe and I'm going to put some on the back of my neck. And then my second thing that I love to do with that is take balance, which also has frankincense in it, and put it behind my ears and sometimes on my wrists. And I can't even tell you how much this helps me. It is incredible how fast it helps me calm down and kind of come back to center and be able to access that logical thinking side of my brain. It has been amazing for me. I used to pop Xanax when I needed this, and now it's frankincense. So it has made such a huge difference in my life, and I don't go anywhere without a bottle of frankincense. So it is one of the top oils that I always have with me. I have multiple bottles open because I always want it with me. I have it in my purse. I have it in my bag I take to church. I have it in my bag I take to work. I have it everywhere. So I have it by my bed because when I need it right then. And and I know it's going to help me. Anyway, so I would love to hear your uses. Like, how do you use frankincense? And what has it been amazing for you? My sister has great results with it for wrinkles and scars. She loves it for that. But how do you use it? So definitely drop a comment and I'll do a contest. That's what we'll do. We'll do a drawing for something in there. I just thought of that right now. So I'll do a bottle of oil for something for if you're entering in the comment section. Maybe we'll do something that has frankincense in it, like balance. There we go. That's what we'll do. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. I want to keep these classes short and sweet so that it doesn't take up too much time, and that it's because we all have things to do. We're all busy, but yet that they're informative and helpful. So next I'm going to just do the classes on the 10th and the 25th. I'm going to try this for a couple months. We'll see how it goes. That will go live on Facebook, and then I'll record it, which I'm recording now, and then I'll post it to YouTube and then share the link. So, but anyway, so coming up for the month of January, because we're not gonna do anything the rest of this month, just because of the holidays, but on the 10th, we'll do diving into some MetaPower stuff, just because it's January and everybody, is all about detoxing from the holidays and eating healthier and all of that, with New Year's resolutions and just making healthier choices. And then the end of January, we'll do just some boosting immunity tips, right? Because there's so much stuff going around and yuck, right? Anyway. All right. Well, that's all we got. Let me know if you have any suggestions for upcoming classes. And I'm going to stop the recording and then